to welcome our first contestant to the stage for the 2016 SA Life Golden Gavel Rising Star category. Please make welcome Grace Nankivell.
An enviable home in prestigious Hawthorne, with an outdoor entertaining area, glamorous enough to host your own Oscars after party. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Grace Nankivell from Society Real Estate, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you today to the auction of 90 Richmond Road, Hawthorne. And we thank the vendors for trusting us for favouring us with instructions to sell their magnificent property at auction today. Before we continue, I'm obliged to remind you of the legalities associated with sale by auction. This property is being offered under the standard terms and conditions for sale by public auction as set down by the Society of Auctioneers and Appraisers and the Real Estate Institute of South Australia. These terms and conditions, along with all relevant documentation, have been on display here for the past 30 minutes and at the offices of Society Real Estate for the past 3 business days. And the settlement date will be Friday the 24th of June 2016. The legal description of the property is the property known and situated at 90 Richmond Road, Hawthorne, being allotment 729 and filed plan 13553 in the area named Hawthorne, 100 of Adelaide, being the whole of the land comprised and described in Certificate of Title Volume 5278, Folio 506. As detailed in the property sale contract included in today's sale are all the vendors' fixtures and fittings, all fixed floor coverings, all fixed light fittings, all built-in furniture, and the fridge. Excluded from the sale are all the vendors' personal effects, all loose floor coverings, all non-standard telephones, all loose furniture, all potted plants, and all garden ornaments. If you do intend on bidding here today, the following binding contractual conditions will apply. Any person may bid in person or by their proxy, subject to the conditions of auction. Registration is a prerequisite of bidding here today, and I will only accept your bid if you display an allocated bidding number, which I audibly announce. As auctioneer, I have the authority to refuse any bid if I'm of the opinion it is not in the best interest of my vendor, and I will not be obliged to give any reason for the refusal of such a bid. You do bid today subject to a reserve price. Your job as the bidders here is to get the bidding up to a level that means we either meet or exceed the reserve price, so that upon the fall of the hammer, the property can be sold to the highest bidder here today, with that highest and final bid becoming the purchase price. As auctioneer, I have the authority to make up to 3 bids on behalf of the vendor. If I do so, it will be declared to you as being a vendor's bid. I will only do this in the event that you are not bidding and that we are comfortably below our reserve price. If you do not want me to vendor bid, that's no worries. Simply means you'll need to bid instead. If you're planning on playing a game of cat and mouse today and waiting until that third and final call and the moment before I bring down the hammer to make your final bid, I'd advise against it, as I cannot accept your bid after the fall of the hammer. At the fall of the hammer, our successful purchaser will be required to come forward, sign the contract of sale and pay 10% deposit of the purchase price, with the balance due in cash at settlement, which will be Friday the 24th of June 2016, when vacant possession will be given. As auctioneer, I do have the discretion and authority to sign the contract of sale on behalf of the vendor and or purchaser if that's required. Pulling off rights do not apply to sale by auction. And if you are our successful purchaser here today, we'd strongly recommend that you take out insurance immediately to protect your insurable interest in the property. I also bring to your attention that the vendors, at their cost prior to settlement, will be making both the pool and fence compliance with certificates of compliance to be issued. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, clear and concise, but if there be any questions, now is a good time. Yes, sir.
Yes, auctioneer, I'm concerned about an automated fixture out in the front yard. It's pushing against the front fence and it's also lifting the path, and I'm just concerned that the owner of this property might find themselves liable if someone injures themselves.
Sir, thank you very much for your question. I am not a law expert, so I cannot tell you whether you would or would not be liable. My strong suspicion is that you wouldn't be. As for the tree, that's certainly a matter for you to take up with the local council there. Thank you very much and best of luck with your bidding. Are there any further questions? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a sleek Sorry, sir, do you have a question there?
Yes, I do. Sorry, I do. Ms. Auctioneer.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know if they're in the pool, what guarantee do I have that it will be compliant or settlement? And can I choose the best design?
Sir, thank you very much for the question. As I stated, the vendors will be making the pool and pool fence compliant prior to settlement. That will be in the contract there, so there is an absolute assurance. If you are the successful purchaser, we can certainly enter discussions at that stage about the pool fence which you would desire. Thank you for the question and best of luck with your bidding. Nothing further? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Art Deco entertainer of your dreams, situated in the leafy green city fringe suburb of Hawthorne. A leisurely stroll along the tree-lined streets on a Sunday morning to the pantry or need one for your coffee will instantly confirm why this is one of the most sought-after suburbs in all of Adelaide. You have some of the state's most elite schools at your doorstep and the Mitcham Shopping Centre within walking distance. With only 35 sales in Hawthorne in the past year, this suburb has eluded bidders more often than Leonardo DiCaprio's missed out on an Oscar. With crisp white walls and rich jarrah timber floors, you will fall instantly in love with this gorgeous home. A sleek open kitchen accompanied by a generous walk-in pantry. All that's missing is the 5-star Michelin chef. 3 bright and spacious bedrooms, all featuring an outlook to that luscious green garden. But that 3rd bedroom, that's the one to die for. With doors opening directly out to the alfresco entertaining and dining area, accompanied by a sparkling blue pool and tropical palm trees. This backyard oasis is complete with your very own thatched roof cabana. You'll be able to host parties here, even Jay Gatsby will be envious of. Equipped to entertain with the best of them, and put the finest of Adelaide at your doorstep. This is the Art Deco entertainer you've been waiting for. Before we continue today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to wish you all the best of luck with your bidding. I'm now looking for an opening bid of $600,000 to start us off today. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to call out an opening bid, and if you're in a hurry, make it so good it's a finishing one. May I suggest 600 as a start?
500,000.
Thank you, sir. A little lower, but I'll take the 5. At 500 now, with bidder number 1, looking for a $25,000 rise on that. At 500,000, we have with bidder number 1 up the back there.
I'll give you 5,000.
I'll take the 5 at 505 now with bidder number 2. Welcome, sir. Property wasn't yours for long, number 1. At 505,000, looking for 510 from there. I'll take another 5. At 520 there. Thank you very much, sir. At 520,000, we have now with number 3 in the front. 520 now and against you, sir.
20,000.
Another 20 at 540. A 20 for you, sir. At 560 now. 560, looking for 580. I'll continue to take the 20s. At 560 now, the call at the back with number 1.
10,000.
I'll take a 10 as well, sir. At 570 now, we have 570 the call in the front here with bidder number 1. A 10 for you too, sir. 580 we have. 580 up the back now, looking for 590, and I'll continue to take your 10s. At $580,000 we have. First call at 580.
5,000.
5,000, 585, 585 now with another 5 for you, sir. 590. At $590,000, looking for another 5 from there. 590 the call now with bidder number 1. What do you say, number 3, to another 5? At $590,000, thank you very much, sir. 590 we have with bidder number 1 up the back there, looking for 595 from here. First call at 590. Second call. Third and final call at $590,000. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just pause for a moment and consider what's on the table today. A character-built entertainer in the heart of Hawthorne, with the city just 10 minutes one way and the Adelaide Hills just 10 minutes the other. You're right in the centre of everything Adelaide has to offer. I'm at 590 up the back with bidder number 1. I'm looking for a $5,000 rise from there to 595. Currently at 590, and I'll call it again. First call at 590. Second, third and final at $590,000. No further bidding, we're all done. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to exercise my right to place a vendor's bid. The bid is now with me at $610,000. Once again, the bid's with me at $610,000, and I seek a $5,000 rise from there. 625, thank you, sir. At 625 now the call, and I still seek a 5. At 625,000.
5,000.
5,000 at 630 now. 630 with number 4, never too late to start a 5. At 635 now, what do you say? Another 5 for you, sir. At 640,000 if I'm not mistaken. 640 we have down the front now with bidder number 4, looking for 645.
Stop mucking around, make it a 10.
A 10, sir, thank you. At 650 we have with number 3. 650 the call now down the centre, looking for 660 now. 650 we have with bidder number 3, looking for 660. Do I have another 10? First call at 650. Second,
2,500.
2.5 at 650, 2.5 with bidder number 1. I'll offer everyone the same courtesy of taking a 2.5.
2,500.
Thank you, add 265. Thank you, sir. 265 we have now. If that's 665, sorry. 665, thank you very much, sir. Add $665,000, looking for another 2.5. 665 the call now with bidder number
2,500.
another 2 for you, sir. Add $667,500 if I'm not mistaken. 667.5 and 2.5 for you, sir.
5,000.
A 5,000. Gee, that's testing my math skills now. So that'll bring us up to 670. 672.5 if I'm not mistaken there, sir. Thank you very much. 672.5 we have.
2,500.
2.5 and 672.5, and we're adding the other 2.5. That'll bring us up to 675. 675 we have now with bidder number 1, and I'm looking for another 2.5. 2.5 at 677.5. Boy, that one's a tongue twister. 677.5 now with bidder number 2, looking for another 2.5 from there. 677.5 now. First call, second call, third and final call at
5,000.
5,000. Thank you, sir. That one will bring us up to 682.5. 682.5 now with bidder number 1 up the back.
1,000.
1,000 at $683,500. Thank you, sir. At 684.5 with bidder number 1. Another one for you, sir. At 685.5. Thank you, sir. 685.5 now with number 2. 2,000, sir. 1,000 for you as well. At 686.5. 686.5 I bid now with number 3.
1,000.
1,000 at 687.5 now with number 4. Another one for you, sir. At 688.5 if I'm not mistaken there. 688.5 we have with number 3. 689.5 now. 689.5 now the call. Who's going to come?
690.
690. Thank you, sir. You took the words right out of my mouth. 690 we have now up the bag.
5,000.
695. Thank you, sir. And that is a knockout bid at this stage. At 695,000 down the front here with bidder number 2. Looking for a $1,000 rise from there.
$500.
500 at 695, 500. 695, 500 we have now, and I take another 5. At 695, 500, sir, can I tempt with another 5? Thank you very much for your bidding. Number 4, what do you say to a cheeky 500? At 695, 500 the call now with bidder number 1. He's in the box seat at the moment, and we play for keeps. First call at 695, 500. Second call. Third and final call, number 2, I can't tempt you with another 5. Thank you for your bidding. Third and final call at 695, 500. And we're all done with the bidding, all finished, all silent, and sold to you, sir. Congratulations. Congratulations, sir, and welcome to your beautiful new home in stunning Hawthorne. Thank you very much to the underbidders for your participation. Without you, it wouldn't have been an auction. Once again, my name is Nankivell from Society Real Estate.